Hey guys, my name is Bando, this is Brexabando, and after asking what you guys wanted to see on the videos, the Discord came back and they want me to look at people's armies, to review their armies, their conversions, their paint jobs, their fluff. So, for the last day or so, people have been sending me loads and loads of stuff, and I'm going to start, and I'm going to go through a couple. So first up, I got some Imperial Fists by Rational Ginger. I don't know what your username is on YouTube, but on Discord he's the Rational Ginger. Lovely guy, helped me out with some 3D print stuff in the past. And this is his Imperial Fists, known as the Televant Wayfarers, who were a unit of Imperial Fists who were recruited from void nomads who lived in a trinary star system that had no planets, just asteroids. Where they basically became really good at boarding actions and close quarter combat. So yeah, they wound up ending up, fighting with the Imperial Fists, getting trapped by warp storms, and decided, hey, we'll just fight the traitors in their back end, do some guerrilla action, that sort of thing. And they never made it back to Terra by the look of it. So let's start. We've got what looks like the Legion HQ. Left to right, we've got the Imperial Fist Praetor, Power Armor Praetor. Lovely model. Love this model with the running pose and the reaching out. Love that. Great, great model. Really cool pose. It's got the nice sort of lots of black, black and yellow in there together. It's a good way of breaking up all that monotonous yellow in an Imperial Fist. The bases look really good. Nice sort of broken rubble base, nice and dark, doesn't take your eye away from the model. And it's in, he's wearing a nice classic Mark III helmet, so I really like that. Then we got the classic Cataphracti Praetor, again, the nice sort of black and yellow, taking cover behind a little bit of debris there. Not wearing a helmet, gotta wear helmets are safety, people. Then we have the ginormous Tartarus Praetor, who is absolutely massive. Good looking model. Sword and shield, sword and board's always a good, solid selection. Then we got a conversion that looks like it's made from the body of the same Praetor, but is using the arms from the limited edition. I can't remember if it was Games Day or if it was just like an event model, but it was a limited Tartarus Praetor with a two-handed power scythe glaive thing. I like that. That's a good conversion. Looks nice and stalwart. He's getting ready to intercept someone coming towards him. And then we've got the classic company champion from Forge World as well. Really heavily weathered, really dirty. I really like it. It looks like he's been through the trenches. And he's taking that little bit of high ground, and he's like, deep breath, let's do it. Next guy, come on, if you think you're hard enough. So let's have a look at them a bit closer. It's a very old model now. It is a very old model. It's definitely starting to show its age. It's one of those models I'd like to see get a refresh. Got a bit of a bend on his power sword. Happens with age, unfortunately. Always love me a good Volkite as well, though. But yeah, nice and weathered. I'd probably go a bit heavier on the chipping in places. Looks like maybe he's used oils on here. But yeah, good, solid mini. Oh, he's got a shield on his back. I was wondering what it was. Yeah, really like this. Good model. It looks a bit odd with the pose. Looks slightly off. Kind of a bit tipped to one side. But that could be that, he's reacting to someone's jumping at him or something, so he's leaning back onto his back foot to try and brace himself, and it's that mid-motion kind of pose. But it's cool. I like the weapon. Weapon looks good. Arms look good. These shoulder pads are fantastic. All in all, pretty good. Looks like we got our own Fafnir Ran here, with proper actual-sized axes. I think those are from the Mark IV upgrade set. Love these Mark III chests, with all the lightning bolts. They were a real great upgrade, and it's a pity they went away. I think that's a 3D print Sigismund. Don't think that's the regular one. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's looking a little kind of squishy with the details there. Could do with a little bit more sort of definition around the face. And the sword could do with a couple of like black washes to darken it down a bit. Pollux. Is it Pollux? I'm pretty sure it's Pollux. The basis of 1,000 conversions. I would take the face up a little higher. Get a bit more contrast on the face. Get it a bit paler. Get the shadows a bit darker. Maybe take the hair down a bit darker as well, so you can pop the highlights a bit more. Remember, at this scale, you kind of want to over-exaggerate everything a little bit. But the yellow on that's lovely. That's a great shade of yellow. So yeah, a little bit more on there. Definitely a 3D print. I can't really comment on that. You know, I don't know what the original file looks like. I don't know what your print setup's like. Perfectly good proxy for what you need it, though. Always nice to see Sigmund's represented. The big man himself. Oh, and we're fighting Night Lords by the look of it. Rogel Dawn's a fantastic character. I like static poses. I think static poses for models are great. Because they're just a bit more interesting for me. I know that sounds a bit weird. Like some people like, but it's the opposite of interesting. I think everyone having the same kind of generic battle pose is very boring, very quick. And of course, everyone having this will be very boring, very quick as well. But it's nice to see a model like this. You know, I like kind of the average, the median, the regular trooper, the look of someone who is commanding a battlefield, acting as a commander, that sort of thing. I don't need everything to be super dynamic, I'm the hero of the moment kind of things. I think that's good to a T, like to a certain point, but I love this. This is a great model. You've got good coverage on the gold. Again, I'd just take the face up a bit higher. A lot of these models, the faces are really starting to show their age as well. We are spoilt with the modern CAD sculpting, unfortunately. While we don't get the super fine detail, we do get some really nice detail on other areas. Lovely base. Always nice to see dead people on bases. Some Templar brethren. Again, I'm going to assume these guys are 3D printed, or at least some of them are. I don't think that is, but that looks a bit, I don't know, it just looks a bit weird. Maybe I haven't actually looked at this kit enough. But good, you know, it's always nice to see the, you know, different colour schemes. Some Mark II armour. Always like me some Mark II armour. They're blending into the bases a little, but that's, you know, who they are. It's, you know, they're wearing different coloured armour. I would look at just taking the contrast up a little bit on some of the painting. Also, it's a little annoying when you're trying to take photos of like multiple minis, because like you've focused perfectly on this guy, but this guy's absolutely blown out. I like it. It's very dark, very grimy. This guy looks like he's been bopped on the head with a power fist. I would probably put like a little dot of something, some green stuff, some blue tack or something underneath these guys' helmets, and just get them a little higher. Just to give some idea that there's a neck under there. But all in all, yeah, no, they're pretty good. Looking a little metallic as well. That's kind of suspect. Yeah, not bad, not bad. These are definitely prints. Not bad quality, not bad. Perfectly acceptable, you know. I've definitely warmed more towards third-party miniatures in the last couple of years. That guy's cool. I like that. That's nice. I used to absolutely hate them. They didn't have the right aesthetic at all. But they've definitely got better. Or maybe GW's moved away from their classic aesthetic and people have moved in behind them. If I open that same, you know, it's same picture but twice. Okay, so we've got a veteran squad, the good old missile launcher and special weapon. Yeah, I'm assuming this is done with like oils or something. Maybe a little bit of sponging. It's very grimy. You could definitely pick out these cables a bit better. What I'd say is actually try and take your chipping, if that's what you're trying to do, and make it a bit bigger, a bit more pronounced, and along the edges especially, like any sharp edges, like here and here, where you would normally put like your sharp heavy metal style highlights. That's where they should go. It's always nice to see Mark IV. Always like Mark IV. Mark III too. Classic models. Nice Imperial Fist upgrades there. Looking good. Little blushy anime cheeks on him. You know. Ruggledorn-san. Yeah, no, I like these. These are really good. Good solid, you know, tactical squad. I've got some of these and I still haven't used them. I've got a whole special weapons set that I bought when they were released and I've still not got round to using them. They look fantastic on these Mark III models. Oh, I really need to do that. Las cannons. Didn't go for the over-the-shoulder las cannon, so instantly minus 10 points there. But they're a little grimy. So watch out for the hair on your models. I'm guessing you're using like stippling or something with a big brush, and that's why it's leaving hairs behind. You might want to be a bit careful with that. Try some sponge. Sponge is great for doing it. And you've got to watch out that your weathering doesn't hide, you know, what you're trying to represent. You know, it needs to be that you can easily identify who the army is at a glance. But yeah, you know, some good apothecaries here. Nice Mark II apothecary. Always like a good Mark II apothecary. I have printed this out, I think, or one that's very similar to this way too many times. Terminators, I'm gonna have to really red flag you on this one, Ginge, unfortunately. He's gone for the single shoulder pad. Bad form, and look how low they are. You got to get that double shoulder pad on there. This guy's even missing his top shoulder pad. Get your double shoulder pads on and you get them nice and high to get that really intimidating, bulky silhouette. Other than that, good colouring, good painting, lots of weathering, nice big chunky assault cannons. Always like me some dreadnoughts. That print's a little suspect. I've got to say that's a bit anemic. But good posing, you know, they're actually moving, they aren't just stood still, so that's always nice to see. Yeah, I like that. Tanks! Everybody loves tanks. Looks like another 3D print, but there's no problem with that whatsoever. That one's plastic, I think. I think these two are plastic and that one's a print. But, you know, they're looking good, you know. You got some decals on there. Yeah, no, I like those. Good bit of weathering, good bit of, you know, chipping, some mud. Not bad at all. So yeah, that was Rational Ginger's Imperial Fists. Let's have a look, see who we look at next. So what we've got here is Dr. Oh No. Good old Doc. Long-time supporter of the channel, Doc is. Got his Primaris Black Templars. So we'll forgive him the Primaris side to begin with. Just this once. Because he's got a nice big unit of Terminators in there. But it's all finished. Good unified looking army. Nice bases. So let's have a look what we've got. Well, for a start, we've got a handmade banner. So that's always worth it. You know, we like a good banner. And dreadnoughts. Some nice, like, sickly pale skin tones. I like that. Throwing the classic yellow in there as well. Yellow's a great spot colour to use on Black Templars. These bases are fantastic, real sort of like sulfur flats. You know, I can imagine it's a real toxic environment they're fighting in. Good posing, but as good as you can get with Primaris Marines. They're just too mono-pose for me. Always love a Grimaldus. Always love a good Grimaldus. Black Templars are one of my favourite armies. And if GW wanted to print even more money than they already do, they would do a Black Library special edition set that would be Grimaldus and his guys at the Siege of Hive Hell's Reach. If he did that and the whole gang as Firstborn Marines, oh, it would sell out in seconds. The What's in Your Pants Anger and Hatred model, with his weirdly sized axe based on a fantastic piece of John Blanche artwork. Lovely model, bit fat for a Space Marine. It's good, nice glazing work to make the skin tone look a bit more interesting. Gotta remember, it's not very fair to look at a model this close, because it's going to be looked at, you know, twice the distance that this photo was taken. So, you know, if you squint your eyes a bit, that kind of gives it the real tabletop look. But lovely, you know, really good. Good way that he's, you know, blended the feet into the base. You know, you can tell that these guys are getting muddy or dirty. You know, they're not pristine. I'd tidy up the bolter a bit more, maybe do some highlights on the bolter, drill these barrels out. Good bit of chipping on the tilt shield, so that's kind of cool. These high points here, up on the banner, or anywhere that's like a real sharp edge, try and pop a little bit more of a highlight on there, just to make things pop a bit more. The Empress Champion, always a good model. There's a reason the Black Templars have the Empress Champion. They are his symbol. So yeah, all in all, nice, you know, nice list, or nice army. Good to see some Black Templars. He didn't send through too many pictures. Could have done with some better pictures of the Terminators, you know, just saying, you know, Terminators are cool. The decal work on the Dreadnoughts are really good as well. That's nice, you know, some throwbacks to kind of the Imperial Fists almost. And the use of red, you know, you got your sort of 3 colours and a spot colour in there, which are working really well. Yeah, this ancient converted out of the Empress Champion, really like that model. Could probably do with a little thicker piece of rod to be the banner, but not bad at all. Would very happily play against this army. Would really happily play. Like, if my opponent put that in front of me when we were starting a game, yeah, I'd be thrilled. You know, fully painted, fully based, everything looks the same. We haven't got like a squad from a different chapter randomly thrown in there. You didn't even give me a close-up of Hellsbrecht, man. Come on, what's going on? But nah, I like it. It's a good army. Good looking stuff. Just start tightening things up. You've got like the basics are there really well. Only way is up from here. So, you know, just go back and tidy things up a bit. You know, retouch things. Make sure that you've not got any like red stuck on the metallics. You know, you haven't got things bleeding through anywhere. You didn't send any fluff through for them, but that's okay. That's not a problem. It's Black Templars. What's the fluff? They hate everything that's not them. All in all, really solid army. You should be really proud. That's a good-looking army. So yeah, nice one. I don't think we've had any more come through yet. No. No, I think that's... Oh, he did send through a picture of Hellsbrecht. There we go. That's cool. Great model. Brilliant way of updating a model. Yeah, really nice model. I like that one a lot. So yeah, you know, it's a nice one, Doc. That's a solid, you know, solid looking model, solid looking army. Oh, looks like the Rational Ginger did his take on Hellsbrecht too. Everybody do Hellsbrecht. So yeah, nice one. So we'll be doing a couple of these videos. So keep it up. If you're on Discord, drop me a PM. Or throw it up in the hobby room. If you're not on the Discord and you want me to have a look at your army, just join the Discord. The link's in the description. We're very welcoming. We're only mildly racist, but only on Tuesdays, because it's, Racist Tuesdays. Not to be, confused with Gay Wednesdays. Don't get those mixed up. That was awkward. Yeah, so we like to share our models out. We like to help them, help each other, and we like to give each other pointers. So everyone's welcome. Don't matter who you are, doesn't matter how long you've been in the hobby for. Come on over, join the Discord, say hello, share us your hobby. And I'll be doing one of these. What I'm thinking is maybe if I get the pictures from people, I'll do one of these a week. It's not just Space Marine stuff. It can be anything. It can be Heresy. It can be Alien. It can be Bolt Action. Any game you're playing. If you got stuff, just as long as it's finished, ping it over to me and I'll have a look at it. Alright guys, my name is Bando, this is Brexit Bando. It's Thursday, don't forget that you've still got to go to work tomorrow. Even though it does feel like Friday. Alright guys, if you want to support the channel, you know how to do it. Comments, like, subscribe, share button. The Element Games code is in the description. Go and get yourself double reward points. Don't forget, GW's prices do go up relatively soon. So if you are still supporting Games Workshop, which, why aren't you? Go and get your stuff from there as quickly as possible. You'll not only get 15-ish% off whatever you're buying, you'll be helping the channel out and getting double reward points yourself. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. My name is Bando, this is Brexit Bando. Stay safe. Bye bye.